bit of background into Jackson family, where you were born, a number of siblings, that kind of thing.
Yeah, Jackson Kiwanda was born in Congo in 1995.
Yeah.
One of the 7, so yeah, it's like childhood-wise, I was a bit timid, skinny,
Yeah.
as people say, but
Okay.
now I'm bigger. Yeah, having to explore, I think for me, really, growing up as a child, it's like I've built a character of understanding people, understanding life, understanding different culture, understanding different religion as well. But then through that, especially in Congo, I was very, very religious. The kid would just love to play, the kid would just love to do everything.
Okay.
And then even my parents, they were, like my grandpa was a preacher.
Okay.
So through that, like I saw him preaching, guiding people, they called him the guider. So he was more like a leader for people within the area we're in. So for me, having to see him serving God from a very early young age already was ringing a bell for me.
Okay.
Yeah, just cutting story short. Well, my childhood, I was very timid. Not the one I am now. Like now I talk. Now I do talk more. I've having to come from Congo and then being born in Congo from year 1 to year 3, then year 4 here.
Okay.
I came in year 4. Having to come from a different country, different culture, having to explore a different culture here. It's difficult, but God got me into it.
Yeah. Also, when you say year 4, were you 4 years old?
No, year 4.
Year 4, like the
Which means
school
like
year.
9 years old. Yeah.
9 years old.
Yeah.
Wow. And so came, and then obviously you were in London to start with.
I was in London to start with, having to know a single word of English.
Wow.
I'll say 2 words because that's what people normally learn when you're trying to learn something new. So London, having to learn new languages. I was only just speaking French.
Wow.
I went to school, they gave me an interpreter, but it wasn't working at all because it was even difficult for me to even learn English because when you have someone who already knows the language, you know that they know both.
Yeah.
You're like, what's the point? I can just use it as you know, as a part.
Yeah, translate.
So it would be translating for me, part-time job, right?
Right.
So yeah, really for me it was just the motivation behind the learning.
Okay.
There's no stop.
Yes.
And then that reflected in simple religion because if the Sunday service finished today, that doesn't mean that God finishes today.
Yeah.
So if Pastor preach a message today, tomorrow Pastor will continue to explore another one because learning does not stop.
That's right.
And that's what I've carried all my life.
Wow.
Learning does not stop.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fantastic, you know.
Yeah.
Jay, let me jump to your salvation.
Yeah.
How did you give your life to Christ?
I think it's one of them complicated ones because I was going back and forth every time, influence sometimes can drive you away.
Okay.
Sometimes you're like you're in, you're out. But having to, for salvation for me, it meant like giving up the old me, coming up a new me.
Okay.
Like alcohol, clubbing, giving up all things like that, having to grow up, but understanding God, I became a bit prudent.
Okay.
To know, okay, should have been doing this.
Yeah.
This is the step I should follow. And then I think once I got closer to church and having to understand the environment, especially coming close to the Potter's house in Huddersfield, it was just like having to see you as a man of God, the character you have, to key example to be followed. Okay, look at Pastor J, it's living a normal life.
Yeah.
And then that reflected on me that to understand, okay, if God did greater to Pastor, God will also do greater to me.
That's right.
But for me, salvation means that having to give up something that, like terminating a contract that was wrong, having to restart a new contract with the Lord Jesus Christ. Yeah. So it's like, for me, salvation means terminating a wrong contract, which was the Satan habit. I have to restart a new contract with Jesus because even on the cross when he was whipped, it was renewed because when Jesus died, he rose again. There was a new contract that he died, that the third day he came back as a new contract, as a new Jesus that explore for our life. So I think for me, when anyone is being for going through salvation, it's like the old them and then the new them through Jesus. Not through them, but through Jesus. They've signed a new contract.
Right.
Yeah.
Amazing. So Jay, here's an amazing one where as a church we're going to be 5 years old tomorrow, and you've literally been a part of this church almost from the beginning. So we started in June 2015 and you came along I think September, October of that year.
Yeah.
What has kept you faithful?
I think for me it's just like you know, you could win a battle,
right?
But no war.
Okay.
Because the way things work, the environment, the way the world works, is like it. You have to, you know, as I mentioned about learning, just keep on learning, because there's people who come to church thinking that okay, he has come to church to find a wife, he has come to church to find a car, he has come to church to find a job, he has come to church to find his own satisfaction. And then the Bible is talking about collective interest, where people, when you're a church, you're a team, because we're not doing it to glorify pastor.
That's right.
We're not doing it to glorify pastor wife. We're not doing it to glorify the band or to glorify anyone. We're doing it to glorify God himself.
Yes.
And I think for that reason, you were sent here for a reason, because having to come close to you, I got to learn more about Christianity.
Okay.
And then I didn't know how to read the Bible. I remember once you be saying, let's turn to John or Roman.
Yeah.
I'll be Matthew sometimes, you know. But I think it's like getting closer is also the course of learning and developing, because we live in a society where people don't want to learn, especially now with the access of technology.
Yes.
People have access to phone. We spend more time on phone more than we attend the Bible.
That's right.
So having to see the church growing. And I've also grown with the church as well.
That's right. Yeah.
So it's actually an amazing thing, because sometimes you see church starting and then going down. Yeah. Because most people, for what they know out there in the world, is like a church, there's time, they take money, they do this. But having to see a church like this, we are small, but in faith we are strong.
Amen.
That's why we say to anyone coming to church, we are small, you see us small, but in faith we are strong.
Amen.
Because the first church that God says is your heart.
Right.
It starts from you.
Yes.
But then if you resembling like this, is to strengthen even God further. Because if someone says that stay at home, yes, as they've been locked down, you could stay at home. But then that gathering you have, like family, there's different level of spirit when people come together. Yeah. You can see a football team, if they say, oh, they can play in your own house, and Ronaldo play in your own house, but when they come together in the stadium, that forms a team, and there's a spirit going there, there's a team spirit, and then we are a team of Jesus. And having to see 5 years here is not to glorify me or glorify anyone, just to glorify God that he has kept the church going. Amen. There's been some ups and downs, but God is always in control.
Amen. Amen. Jay, something I really admire about you is your hard work.
Thank you, Pastor.
I know whether it's football or whether it's applying yourself to your degree, you work really hard.
Thank you.
Anything you want to say to those that are watching this on how to develop a hard-working attitude?
Hard working starts from the moment you realize that, hard work is built in us. Okay. Like, say for example, Pastor, if you're doing 10 press-up and I'm only doing 5, am I then expecting to be getting muscle like you? Yeah. So hard work is like going extra mile. Okay. Like one thing I came to learn, especially like in church, is like, okay, if I know that church starting at 10, I need to be here like at least 8:30. Yeah. That time management. So that reflects and again to hard work, because even the Bible says that you have to work hard to earn from your own sweat and eat. Yeah. And then for me, that's been incarnated in me, because even at university, I wasn't the brightest. Okay. I was like average, I was saying medium, but then my hard work got me to where I wanted to get to.
Okay.
But the hard work is not just me, sorry. It's with God who's behind me.
Amen.
And sometimes God puts people where you are to help you to get there. Because people say, oh yeah, it's me. It's me. Like in Barcelona, we see it, right? Messi is the main player. But then there's a team going on.
That's right.
So he could work hard, indeed. But then there is a team effort. But then hard working, the hard work that he does pays off the whole team. So I think hard work starts, it's an incarnation within us.
Okay.
The moment you realize, okay, I need to go step ahead. Like, let me just reflect back to you, Pastor. Like, tell us as well a time like where you fall, like, okay, I need to work extra hard. Sorry, Pastor. To reflect back the question.
To me, oh my goodness, a time I had to work extra hard. I think maybe during my A levels, I was allowed to do my A levels on a conditional basis. So they said you can do these subjects, but you've got to get certain grades to carry on doing them the next year. And so I just had to, similar to yourself, apply myself extra hard. I set out a timetable and I'll work for so many hours at the end of every day and also work at the weekends. And it became fun after a while, just because learning builds on learning. So as I was in lessons and I realized, oh my goodness, I've already learned what they're talking about. It gave me the extra motivation. So that was probably a period of time that I remember having to work extra hard. No, that's fine, Jay. Jay, another one I wanted to ask. I'll let you, I'll let you do. You want to speak to me, okay? No problem. Okay, super. Cool. So I've only got a few more questions, Jay. So, many people, people say that sometimes that they're so busy with either work or with university, and because of that they can't commit to serving God or be committed to the house of God. But you defied those, Jay, because you worked hard with your degree, you apply yourself in your work, and you're still faithful and committed to the house of God. So what advice can you give to people that feel like, oh my goodness, I'm so busy, I can't give God any time and give God my best?
Pastor, I think that that's literally the silly excuses that people give. Oh, sorry, I'm busy. I've been at uni, I know how busy they get. So they will have more time for nightclub, more than time they will have for God. And then their business is like, it gets to an extent where they just use that line. It's more like, you know how like night just do it. So that's just, they just do it. So I think if someone is saying that they're busy all the time, I think that used to be me. That used to be the old Jackson back in the days. Every time, this is how I came across you like, oh, give me a leaflet like for outreach. I was just like, oh, sorry, I'm busy. I was just looking at my watch. So I think just people need to understand that if someone is approaching you for one thing, they're not approaching you in vain. They're not approaching you in vain. Perhaps through that person, not just you to be saved, a family member could be saved. That's the key point. And when you say you're busy, you block all the door. The blockchain, you block all the door, you block all the opportunity. Perhaps know you're being saved. Perhaps your brother, your sister, your auntie, your mom might need that to be saved, to get closer to God. But when you use the busy word, you've already blocked everyone. So I think, like, one thing I learned while I was at uni, like to always go one step ahead, but with God. Because if we say that I'm busy, you could be busy. But then even the Bible encourages people go in your own room and pray. How busy are you? Even Bill Gates. I think this is the problem. What we see on Instagram, what we see on social media, does not reflect actual people's life. And then what people are doing nowadays is just they're using what goes on social media to reflect their own life.
Okay.
And that's when they start painting the wrong picture. Picasso has gone wrong.
Right.
In a way, so sorry to crack that joke, but Picasso has gone wrong in a way, has wrong color.
Right.
Because you're looking at this person on Instagram, he's got a car. The car's more his personal finance.
Right.
So I think when people are saying they're busy, they first need to understand what they're busy for.
Okay.
Are they busy for the work they're doing, or they're busy for the things of God?
Right.
Because the air we're breathing here every day comes from God.
That's right.
Having to explore how busy they are.
Yeah.
What about as Corona came along?
Yeah.
How busy were they?
Yeah.
How busy were they? Everything shut down. How busy were you?
Yeah.
So for me, when people give excuses that they're busy, I just think it's the tagline that they use to an excuse not to get closer to the things that perhaps God they think.
Okay.
But for me, how I handled uni, it was just time management.
Okay.
Not to be distracted, because once I already started uni, I remember having to speak to you. I said, I want to stop this, I want to stop that, I want to stop that. And then that got into me. The only place I knew was like, I gave myself discipline, it was church.
Okay.
I was into church and library.
Okay.
There were two. Then two was like my family. First kid and second kid.
Yeah.
If you never saw me at church, you see me in the library. You won't see me like hanging around, clubbing. Even within my Congolese community, they were like, are you even Congolese? Because when they have party, when they have things like that, they never saw me.
Wow.
That's how you can be busy. That's what you call busy.
Yeah.
You balancing both. Of course, you have to work hard. It doesn't mean like when they give you a leaflet, they expect you to be in church 24 hours.
Yeah.
Perhaps a visit, perhaps pray, perhaps bring a family member along. That's all there is. And I think if you're doing anything without including God you're doing anything in your life without involving God, you are digging out a hole to bury yourself.
Okay.
Because the moment you're not realizing that the strength you have for you to stay busy came from God.
Yes, that's right.
So I think that's our generation has that thinking of me. I did it. But there's one person out there who came from nowhere. Jesus, he came to die for you and I. He salvaged himself for everyone.
Yeah.
So I think when people say busy, they need to think for what reason they're saying busy.
Okay.
Even like richest people like Bill Gates, Like, you will be so shocked to see Bill Gates pray,
Yeah.
Because people are using famous people as role model to reflect their own life.
Yeah.
And then they're painting a wrong picture.
Right.
Or if you hear an entrepreneur telling you, quit your job. You can quit your job. But then what do you have in place for you to quit your job to start a new venture? That's like that, I'm busy. You stop the godly thing. But what's stopping you from stopping the godly thing? I've used joining an occult.
Right.
So I think when people say busy, they need to think twice, because that line is used like, it's more like just the way.
Yeah.
They just use it an excuse. But I think when you are determined, you need to be both, because everything goes with spirit. Without God, I wouldn't have done uni. Without God, just to be honest, I wouldn't have done uni. I was a person who was always scared. There's no education. Came from just football side.
Yeah.
I was worried, if I go uni, what's gonna happen? But then, Pastor J, honestly, like having to go through that, I learned a lot that you can do things. Doing godly things and doing what you want to do. It does not stop you. Because all God perhaps is asking is now 5 minutes of yours. Sit down, Father, forgive me. I've sinned. Father, please, I'm working on this path. Guide me forward. Even the most powerful people in the Bible, when they had issue, where did they go? To God.
That's right.
Even Jesus. Jesus himself could say, I'm not going to the mountain for 40 nights to go pray. I could have gone, I'm the Son of God. I could have just been at home chilling.
True.
So I think when people mention things such as busy, they need to think about what they're saying more busy is, because we're all busy.
Yeah.
How could you say a man with a family of 5, 6,
Yeah.
having to come to church, having to manage wife, having to manage a job, would you not call that busy? I know sometimes university can take out a lot, honestly, I'm not going to lie. But for what I got while I was at uni is that you can't do everything at once.
Right.
Yeah, you can't do everything at once. You need to mix, like I knew that spirit, I need the spirit to guide me.
Okay.
I wasn't the most smart, but through God,
yeah,
I managed to get like 68%.
Wow.
So that I was just 2 marks away to get first.
Amazing.
But it's God that permit that. Yeah. So for me, and at the same time, I was doing like, to be busy, I was doing like 3 jobs.
Wow.
I was doing referee, I was working at Peacocks,
yeah.
I was working at Suit Direct, and then I was working at the NAM.
Wow.
As a part-time cleaner, honestly.
Yeah.
So literally I was doing 4 jobs. So and all that mixed church.
Yeah.
So and then uni work.
Yes.
So I'll say.
So there's no excuse.
No excuse. It's determination. Comes from like if you want to do things in life, really you would have to go extra mile.
Right.
I think with them it's a time.
Yeah.
I'm busy. It's like pastor. It's like they say on a Sunday, come to church, and then you're like, oh, church is boring. Church is not boring, honestly. I'm just going to tell people.
Right.
Church is a wonderful place to come.
Amen.
You can meet people. I think it's just the reflection, how people reflect on the mirror when they hear about church, but also they experience their faith at church.
Yeah.
But all that does not stop you from really serving God the way you want to serve Him. Yeah. That's what I would say about people. What you do doesn't stop you to serve God the way you want to serve Him. Yeah. That's what I'll say about busy. So people need to stop that thing of busy. Yeah.
But what advice would you give to somebody in your shoes in the church? You know, they're maybe roughly your age, they're in their mid-20s, maybe they're single, maybe they're trying to date and trying to live for God. Just any advice that you would give to somebody in your shoes in the church?
I think like being young and growing up as well, it takes quite a lot of character, because sometimes having to see like parents sometimes when they shower kid, why are you doing this? And then the kid like, but you might not know why the kids are doing that.
Okay.
So for me, growing like someone being in church and growing in spirit, the first advice I will first have to give them is to be God-loving.
Okay.
No coming to church for your own interest.
Okay.
No coming to church to achieve something.
Yeah.
But come for, as I mentioned first, come for God.
Okay.
Because once you come to church for the love of God, you've won everything. And that's the first advice I will give them. Don't come to church for your own interest. Don't come to church because you want to be there. But come to church to honor God.
Yes.
And then there's the second one is to not to listen to what people are saying.
Okay.
Second one, not to listen to what people are saying, because sometimes the influence of people will literally drive you away. Let's say, for instance, when Judas saw Jesus, he went back, right?
Okay.
He went and said, "Oh, sorry, I know I sold it, but take the refund."
Yeah.
They said, "No, sorry, all we needed was Jesus."
Yeah.
So it's like, you don't regret after you've like, oh yeah, I wanted to go to that church, but now I wanted that girl, I did not get her. Now let me come out of church.
Right. Okay.
So it's not, you're not going there to sell something or to. So I think that's especially your generation.
Okay.
When they did that, they want to go to church. Yeah, they are nice women in church, very respectful. They are nice guys in church, but then. If it comes a time for you, but then it's not the time for you, sorry, my brother or sister, no.
Yeah.
And then another one I'll say is build a relationship, close relationship with your pastor.
Okay.
Yeah, build that relationship with your pastor and your brothers across the church. And also build a relationship with your family member within the outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'll say, because people always think, oh, build a relationship with your pastor because you're in spirit. Also build a relationship on your external, for it to be right in your family, for it to be right in your home with God. And also build a best relationship you can build in church is building great relationship with Jesus. That's all. That's all I can do.
Amen. Jay, that's powerful. And then a few final ones. Just you're on social media, because that's a big one for our generation today. What advice would you give to young people in dealing with social media?
Social media, I use social media as well.
Okay.
Honestly, it can be a distraction, but it depends on how each an individual maintain the level. Like, I had my own personal Instagram. I deleted it.
Right.
And I only kept my business Instagram.
Yeah.
So, because I was managing two accounts.
Wow.
So I felt the weight. And I'm like, that's the advice I have for people sometimes is, as I mentioned earlier about what you see on social media is not what reflects your life.
Yeah.
It's like, they say today, okay, I know we all love Jesus, but they say, do you want to die on the cross like Jesus?
Yeah.
How many will say yes?
It's true.
So we follow him through the Spirit.
Yes.
Knowing the physicality of Jesus, but we follow him through the Spirit that is a loving God, is a loving Father. But I'll say in social media, they need to come a time that time management is the key, because I having to study management, I learned that timing, and God time is the righteous time.
Amen.
So I think social media is a form of distraction, but that's why I say people will prefer to go on social media more than reading the Bible.
Okay.
So I think social media wasn't made for a wrong reason. It was made for a good reason.
Yeah.
For communication to outflow.
Absolutely.
Say for example, like Instagram, to see your memory, like your picture, like your parent yourself was.
Yeah.
You say, oh, look at my little girl, she's grown now, she now finished college, she's now done this, she's now in primary school. Oh my God, where did time go?
That's right.
But then, for that, people have used it now for wrong reason.
Yes.
To insult, to swear, to cause things which does not make sense.
Yeah.
So I think social media was made for a good reason.
Okay.
But it's how you use it.
Right.
How you use it. That's what advice I have for people. How do you use it? And that reflects in everything. How do you use it? Yeah.
Amen.
That's what I would say. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm not saying you can use social media to outflow your business. You can use social media to reach your long relative. You can use social media to reach those that you want to reach. You want to build a new relationship.
Yeah.
But it's how you use it.
Amen. Jay, final question.
Yes, Pastor.
Can you please share your reflections from lockdown? What have you learned?
It's a tough one, you know.
And what are you going to do differently after this period?
I think lockdown has been those ones that not just taught me lesson. Everyone.
Yes.
Be a baby.
Yeah.
Be a grown up. Be an old person. Be a young person. Be a youth. Be a mother. Be a father. Be a grandparent. Like an example is like a baby will see a change, like what's going on.
Yes.
Why is everyone at home? Daddy usually at work.
Yeah.
And then a student who's studying, the university shut.
Yeah.
The library is not open. You have to go online. Like professionalism, like the post office, like football shut down. Now they're resuming, thanks to God as well. And the lockdown has told me, one thing the lockdown has taught me is to be humble.
Okay.
Humble, really humble. Because having to see people die.
Yes.
Having to see people dying. Having to see people losing their life. Having to see people going through a time of, I don't know how to explain. Like, not devastating, but I would say a time of pain.
Yeah. So
lockdown can teach you and I, him, he, she, everyone. I told everyone a lesson. I don't know, I just got a question. What's lockdown told you? Because if lockdown has not told you anything.
Lockdown, it's been a time of just appreciating God and clearly seeing things that God has done in our life as a family. And so it's, for me, Jay, it's been a time of just thankfulness to God. It's taught me that God is sovereign. No matter how sophisticated our systems are, no matter how ordered our world is, God is still sovereign. Okay. And something as small as a virus can change an entire globe. And it's taught me that in a flash, what we see in the book of Revelation can come to pass, because in a few months we saw the entire world
total shutdown,
being put to lockdown, literally just like that. The whole world can be made to do something, and this is what we see in the Bible about the end times and the Antichrist and the kind of things that will happen. Obviously, I don't believe COVID and what we've gone through is the final end, but I believe it's like a dress rehearsal of what is to come, and we're just seeing how quickly our world can be made to do certain things. So in order, it's made me really thankful to God. It's just crystallized God's goodness. And I know that, there have been tragic things that have happened. It's saddening for the lives that have been lost. But in the midst of that, just with the other things that have happened, I've seen God's goodness. And number two, I've seen God's sovereignty. That, our God is still in absolute control of this world. And then number three, I've just seen how those things we see in the Bible can come to pass in a flash. So, and it's made me also come to a place of resting in God. Because many times before lockdown, we're striving to make things happen. Oh, we need to do this, we need to push ourselves more in this area. But then lockdown, a lot of those things could not be done. And so it makes you realize that you need to trust God. You need to trust God more.
Sorry, Pastor, I just have one more question. But what advice would you have for a person who does not know Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior? Because I went to see lockdown, as you mentioned, everything shut down, total lockdown. We went through quarantine. They lowered their boy in place like 2 meter. Most of them like wash your hands, use hand sanitizer. And then all that. Well, it's easy to get the disease out, but I remember you preaching one day about saying there's worse than corona, which is sin. Can you explain that a little bit more, please, Pastor?
So corona is a virus that will infect you and can kill you, but sin is also a virus, and the difference between corona or COVID and sin is that we're born with the virus of sin, and because of this virus of sin, we can end up dying eternally. So it's one thing to die, and that's not the end. Your spirit is still awakened, but to die eternally is a worse situation. So this virus called sin is worse than COVID, because it can kill a person, separate them from God forever. And the only cure, they still haven't found a cure for COVID-19. But thankfully, sin has a cure. And that cure is the blood of Jesus Christ, the Son of God. So to anybody that doesn't know Jesus, knows that they have this virus of sin, that sometimes they do wrong things they don't even want to do, or they have wrong attitudes, or there's envy, there's bitterness, there is a cure. And his name is Jesus. And 2,000 years ago, he came down to the earth to die on the cross, that we can be cured of this virus called sin. And so what I would say to that person is just believe in your heart and confess with your mouth. It's a prayer for asking Jesus to forgive your sin, to come into your life.
Pastor, thank you for having me on the stage, but I've just got one more advice to give people.
Please go for it.
I remember talking last week after reflecting a little bit. I just want to tell any young guy out there, is like, there's a bus, either you have to walk or take the bus. So that bus which is going, literally, there's like, it's got all the characters there. But the bus is full. It's a raining day. Your friend wants to go in that bus, but you are thinking of walking. Do you go in that bus, which is go like full of distraction, all these things? Do you take that bus or walk on a raining day? Many will walk in that bus, and then what could happen? By the end of that bus, accident. The person who walked saved, is like saved. But those who went by the bus, which is distraction, as you mentioned about sin, that bus could have full of sin, full of things that which is indulging in adultery, things like that. And one advice I have to give for the current generation is you see a bus, you need to think which bus you're entering.
Yeah.
Is this the 6666? Is it the bus that's taking you to heaven?
Yes.
Is it the bus that's taking you to hell? So I always have advised that walking does not make you does not make you worthless. But if you're walking, you have to be humble. Which way you're walking as well.
Yeah.
So don't follow the bus of distraction, because we live in a generation there. Because our pastor did this, let me follow. Because pastor is doing that, let me be like pastor.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I'll pretend like, oh yeah, I'll be pastor for one day, but when Satan is preparing to whip me, I'll be like, pastor, where are you? So it's just like, that walk or taking that bus, you need to be prepared.
Yes.
Because you could take that bus of distraction, you're gone.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned about sin. Coronavirus is a virus that can be cured, medicine to be found. But then sin, you take that bus, you're gone. But if you walk with God, the way you are walking, you're choosing the right way, you'll be fine. But Pastor, thank you. I don't know what to say. Thank you for having me. And I really, I hope all of you enjoy this video. And then, thanks, Pastor.
Thank you.
We conclude with you.
Amen. No, all I can say, Jay, one of the reasons I wanted to do this interview was just, you've been an amazing blessing to our church.
Thank you, Pastor.
We're hitting a milestone tomorrow. We're 5 years old tomorrow.
Amen.
We had our very first event on June the 28th,
wow.
2015.
Wow.
And, Jay, it's been a blessing. You've been with us now since September, October 2015, and your faithfulness, has been a blessing.
Thank you.
And I think it's an inspiration, like I was saying to you the other day, that what inspired me when I walked into church was a brother like yourself, Brother Terry, who was in the Leeds church, faithfully serving God.
Yeah.
And you never know what impact you have on others. Here I am, 14 years later, still serving God, pastoring, married, because of that inspiration, because of coming into a place and seeing a young man serving God. So, Jay, never underestimate what God can do in your life.
Thank you, Pastor.
And it's been a privilege to have this time together with you.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. It's not first time, but we will be delivering more content anyway.
Amen.
Thank you, Pastor.
Amen. God bless you.
Thanks for having me.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.